So let me talk more about the differences in this video. Actually, it's quite difficult to tell the differences when now there is no enough freedom in speech to speak something on the past and current issues in Hong Kong. You all know that even you are not in Hong Kong, you still don't find it safe, and then not only you yourself but your family, okay, also may face some prosecution, some wrong prosecution, or just because you are the family members of some dissidents, some opponents. Maybe they just voice the opinions online or on YouTube like me. Also, because you are not yet a citizen, so I think you also don't have the right to say that the federal government or the state government or the city government that they must be right or wrong. I think that I don't have the right to judge whether which one is right or which one is wrong. But I just now in the previous two videos, I just want to raise the issues that be careful that we might have some preconception that our opinions, our actions might be not objective enough. We can be quite subjective. And also nowadays we can't really trust the media, the news from any media, because they are also not objective enough. They can be bribed, or they can be paid by some we don't know by some parties concerned to do this news for them in a subjective way. Also, nowadays situation can be so complicated that when we have some footages on someone doing some bad thing, actually we don't really know that whether they are real rioters or they are just paid by money, or whether they are real protesters, that they just want to voice their lawful opinions as a citizen or as a resident. So actually the situation cannot just be simply seen as a group of illegal people fighting for their own right not to be deported by ICAC or by any government department. I think that the whole situation can be complicated, that some of them surely they are paid by money. Some of them surely they are just rioters. They want to make use of the instability. Or some of them they are just violent supporters, that they just want to use any violent action to do something against the government which they hate so much, or which they just want to make trouble to them. Or some really some are really illegal immigrants, that they don't want to be deported. They just want to be seen on the video on any news, and then they can get some support from other people. Oh, you see that how, and then sometimes they are interviewed, and then they will give their own opinions. Oh, you see that they are not way to do so. We are just living here. We just want a right to live here. We don't want to be deported, just like that. They will give reasons that the reason that nobody should take away. Okay, so if their rights are being violated, no matter by any people, by president, by government, by ICAC, by national government, anyone. So we should come out. We should come out. And then here is the U.S. U.S. should have freedom to speak, freedom to protest. So we come out. Of course, when they come out, whether they come out really peacefully to voice their opinion, or they really come out just to take any violence to to protect their own right, to voice their opinion, to let the whole world stand beside them, or to make use of it to get the support of those government opponents, so that they will be given some support. So maybe that's the only thing that they can do for those illegal immigrants. If they are really the majority in of the routers, maybe this is really their only way to voice their opinion. Otherwise, they can only choose to be deported peacefully. Of course, most of them, you know that, especially in the U.S., most of them, the ICAC want to deport. Most of them are really illegal criminals, are really illegals who have really commit some crime before entering U.S. and even after entering U.S. So if we support the deportation issues, deportation policy of the central government, I think if I am a U.S. citizen, if I support the government, I support the government's border security issues, support the deportation of illegal immigrants, I think at least I won't come out to give those protesters, I won't give them support. And then if they really have burned something, or if they really have broken in some building and stolen something, of course I won't support them. I won't agree that they should do that because they want to get support, or they want to protect their own right to stay here, or they just don't want to be deported. So actually, if you are not a citizen, the government really has the right to deport you. But how about if you are a citizen? For example, the situation in Hong Kong, okay? I think that maybe the US people won't think about the Hong Kong situation in 2019 when they experience this current situation in LA. But those people who are in Hong Kong, or who has fled from Hong Kong, or who pay attention to what is happening in Hong Kong, or who support the Hong Kong movement in the past, I think they will think about the two situations, and then they will try to understand more, or then try to speak more, maybe for the issues in Hong Kong, or understand more about the issues in Hong Kong.
Tear gas now, breaking the truce here. We're now going to be enveloped in tear gas.
If I am, or you are a Hong Kong citizen, when you see some government laws who will take away your right, not the illegal immigrants' right. Now the situation in LA, actually it is the deportation policy against the illegal immigrants or illegal criminals in Hong Kong, in the US. So even you are the citizen in LA or in the US, of course you have the right to support them. If you think that, oh, everyone has the right to live in the US, even the illegal, you can have that opinion, all right? But if you are the illegals, if you are not the citizen here, of course people have the right to deport you. You can say nothing, right? You can do nothing, okay? Unless they use some very violent way, brutal way to deport you. Otherwise, you don't have the right to refuse to be deported because you are not a citizen here. So what happened in Hong Kong? Actually, most of the people involved, no matter you call you rioters, no matter you call you protesters, most of them, over 19.99%, I believe, they are Hong Kong people. They are Hong Kong citizens. they were born in Hong Kong, or they were brought up in Hong Kong since a small kid or since a young adult. They have contributed a lot in Hong Kong for so many years to work here, to be reporter, to be a media owner, or to be a professional, to be a lawyer, to be anyone in any profession, to enjoy the democracy, freedom, and stability in Hong Kong, and also contribute to it. Of course, some days when they find that this kind of freedom or this kind of citizenship right that they have been enjoying so long, they are free of any fear, okay? But now they believe that all those will be taken away, all those will be under threat, okay, if we don't come out to voice. Of course, when over 90% citizens come out to voice, come out to support, come out to show their disagreement, no matter you call it as a protest or you call it as a riot or violence, anything. Of course, this is different. What happened in 2019 in Hong Kong is different from what happening in the LA, when most of those people involved in 2019 to 2021, they are citizens. They are really citizens. Most of them are not immigrants from other places. Even they are immigrants, they have already been brought up since young, and then they have already contributed a lot in the society, and they have already become a successful person in the sector. So they won't destroy their stability. They won't just receive some money and then to destroy their own city. Will you do that if you are a citizen in that city? If you were born here, if you have been living here, and you were brought in this city, receiving education and contributing for so long, have your family for so long, enjoying the freedom of speech, enjoying the free from fear in that city. Will you do anything just for some money, or will you do anything just because of some violence in your mind that you want to destroy your own city? Actually not. Those illegal immigrants, especially if they are really paid by money, of course they will do that, because it is not their own city, it's not their hometown, and then they don't want to be deported because of course why they come here, surely they have a reason behind that. They don't want to be deported, right? But the situation in Hong Kong, they are not against deportation. Okay, they are all citizens. They are against any new law or new legislature that will take away their freedom, take away their democracy, take away their stability, take away their right of fear, their right of to be fear from any fear. That's the right that have been enjoyed so long by any Hong Kong citizen. So under such great threat to your whole culture, to your whole belief, to your whole civilization, to your whole to all those values that have been existing in your city for so long, enjoyed by all generations for so long, and then it is a main essence in your city's stability, development, and prosperity. Of course, you will do anything to defend it. Of course, if you defend it by violence, by killing people, by hurting any people, of course that is still not correct. But whether those people involved in 2019 to 2021, whether they have really done something to brutally hurt people, to brutally harm any life, that is the question. That's the question that we really have to find out. We cannot just trust any press media, any news, or even any person, or even by our own sightseeing. Okay, maybe you know that sometimes our eyes can deceive us because especially when you are not in physical location, you just watch some video. You know that there is editing. Okay, and even you are there, maybe still there is some misleading behind that. You cannot be sure. So we really have to believe that no one holds the truth. Truth is in God's hand. We pray that God is the only righteous being, that he can really overseeing all things, and he will judge all things. Even though nowadays that many people who are not treated righteously. They are righteous person, but they are not treated as a righteous person. They are treated as criminals. They are treated as terrorists. Okay, so we still believe that God's hand is in control. God is still overseeing. But of course, sometimes in this evil world, of course we will receive some suffering, some trials, some persecution. Especially we are still under the authoritative rule. In some countries, when we are under authoritative rule, that will be natural that we will receive that kind of prosecution, that kind of misleading judgment. Even in the U.S., that you should be under democracy. It should be under law and God's constitution. But you still can see that even the President Trump himself in his past running for presidency, you can still hear that so many corruption, so many ill treatment, so many fake things that involved or done by those people. So let us don't take sides so easily. But when we look at things, try to think about yourself, whether you take sides to support the case when you are not there, when it is not your own city, but you take sides to be against the same thing when you are involved, when you are in that city, or you are in that city, or when there is any reason that you are more subjectively involved. So think about whether you are subjective enough or objective enough, whether you take side easily, just because you support someone or you disagree with someone. Okay, you support someone, so you support all of what he has done. You disagree with someone or some government, then you will be against of anything this person or this government is doing. So I think anything happen is a good chance for us to look at ourselves, not just to judge, to easily make judgment, or to easily disagree, or even to have some wild action, just thinking that in our preconception that we just fight for something righteous, or even take yourself as the only righteous person. Okay, so may God bless the Hong Kong, may God bless the US, may God bless the world.